Today actually on a stream of Banana Fish. We are most certainly good to go. So yes, I actually have returned to actually cover volume 15 of Banana Fish. As you know, volume 14 actually kind of ended on a. Oh, Twitch is actually still doing that thing. It's interesting. Kind of left on the whole entire idea about them trying to get away from Dino, but then, you know, the one-upping of the whole entire thing, pretty much. I believe Ash was actually kind of on his own at this point as well, actually kind of trying to get the whole entire thing away. And yeah, I mean, it's a very interesting kind of point to be in Banana Fish, because it's kind of got to the point now that there's a lot of, I would say, dichotomy going on between characters, and always, and also quite a lot of connections with other characters as well. It's actually a very interesting kind of point in the narrative, especially now we're actually kind of getting away from the whole entire idea of it just kind of. We kind of get to the point where it's actually kind of like, oh damn, over 5 seconds now, especially with characters. So anyways, actually put on Twitter, actually gone live. So gone live for chapter. It should say volume, really. Volume 15 of Banana Fish. We should still be okay to actually get this finished before the end of the year. If anything, New Year's Day New Year's Eve might be the last volume, or 2 last volumes, I guess. If by some fluke I'm not actually here in one day, like it's actually tomorrow's my brother's birthday, so just in case. He should still be on track to finish it by New Year's Eve, I think. Anyway, we actually can get a show on the road, because actually we're actually working on Twitter now, on Twitch now, so actually are good. So anyway, let's actually begin volume 15. Hold it! Stop right there, or we shoot you dead. His legs. Aim for his legs. Honestly, it's actually kind of, when you actually hear anyone actually kind of like say stop, don't move. Whenever they're trying to go for anything, they don't go for the leg. Well, that's actually kind of, that's the point. It's like the same thing Captain America. Captain America's got a shield, but his legs are completely exposed. It's just like, why don't you just go for the legs? It's one of those things. But I mean, it's too late for them, but still. Scorpio here. He got 2 of us. We need some backup ASAP. We're having Scorpio. Two out of 3 are dead. Send in more teams immediately. Call up reinforcements and go after him now. Get his location and other details from Scorpio. But don't pull any men from the search of the downtown sewer system. If anything, put more people in the river mouth area. And don't cut corners underground just because Ash is in sight. It's exactly what he's hoping to achieve. Splendid, your highness. Oh, stop it. Now, what's our next move? To go all out pursuit without a moment's rest. That's all? How about something more specific? In this particular instance, that is the most effective tactic. Although Ash is an extraordinary fighter, his sole weakness is, if he has one, is that he's somewhat lacking endurance. And right now, physically, he's probably at his very limits. We have to exploit that fact to our advantage. You might call it a strategy of overwhelming the enemy. We simply run him down to ground. He mustn't be given a chance to rest, even for a second. Ugh. Capricorn here. We just sighted our target. We're on his tail. It's Ash. We tracked down Ash Lynx. Oh. Do apologize if the camera actually happens to go off during the stream as well. I believe it kind of has a moment. I thought it just did it just then. There's a moment when it sometimes powers off for some reason. I have no idea why. So if it happens to go black for 1 second, it's because of that. What? We just heard from one of our lookouts. He's on Columbus Avenue and heading south around 98th Street. Papa, send in the special forces. We have underground. Send in the special forces. We have underground immediately. We're pulling out right away. We'll come back for our casualties later. Let's move it. What's going on? They're all taking off. Maybe they're finally given up. That ain't it. Something's going down outside. Outside? You mean on the others got out? I can't tell. But now's our chance. They're heading upstream. So we go downstream and look for a way out there. Ugh. He's at Columbus in West 93rd, and it's still heading south. Send people up Columbus to catch him. One of the things actually quite interesting about this whole entire manga is you actually have been to New York as well. A lot of things like, oh, I've been there. Even more relentlessly depressing now, because you kind of just go there kind of with the whole entire thought process. Oh god, Ash was here, wasn't he? But still. It's actually a quite interesting kind of thing to actually, when you actually go to a place, actually see it on a different kind of medium. Master Ute Long, it seems Dino Goldseyes tracked Ash down as well. His underground troops are emerging at West 150th in Amsterdam. Well, sure he would track him down. Ash is doing all he can to make sure he does. But it would seem that Monsieur Goldseyes undervalues the significance of Eiji Okamura, which gives us free reign underground and saves us the worry of having our prey captured first. Well then, why don't we head toward the front line ourselves, Mr. Blanca? We cannot do that. It's too dangerous. How so? I'll have you with me. You overestimate my abilities. Let us get one thing straight. For you, this may be a game, but for Ash's very life, it hangs in a balance. There is nothing so dangerous as a cornered beast. If he were to see you, he would probably try to rip you to pieces, considering what you have done to him. And he's not lying. He's not lying at all. Is that your idea of a joke? Not in the least. I am concerned for your safety. You do not know what Ash is like when he's no longer irrational, relying entirely on his animal instincts. It's terrifying. He manifests incredible superhuman strength. Frankly, I am not at all sure I could restrain him. You're awfully faint-hearted, Mr. Blanca. Well, I look forward to it. That is the Ash I've always wanted to see. I have no interest in tame wildcats. Bring the car. Yes, sir. Lord Ute Long. Oh. Yes, sir, Lord Ute Long. There we go. Sorry. Just realised I actually made a mistake there. I was like, oh, wait a second. That was not how you say it. I gave it a bit more. I gave it too much emphasis. Damn it. Ugh. Whoa-ho. You're trying to rustle up some dinners, man? Goddamn punks. Ignore them and keep going after Ash Lynx. Yeah, okay. You stayed right there. Master Ute Long. Ash Lynx has fled into the Museum of Natural History. I remember this section. This is goddamn Rambo section. It's literally he goes full-blown Rambo. The Natural History Museum? But he'll be sitting duck in there. Maybe he has reached the limits of his physical endurance. I wouldn't count on that. Once it reaches this stage, Ash can be a pretty tough customer. Hey, I think it's getting even narrower. This sucks. Don't see that light at the end of this tunnel, man. Looks like it's coming to a dead end. Guess we've got no choice. Let's go back to that other one. Shh. Someone's coming up behind us, dudes. Bones, close a lighter. Ain't no place to hide around here. Guess we gotta keep going. What is it, Eiji? Someone's coming from there too. Ugh. You saw him go inside? Yes, sir. He knocked out the security guards and went in. The museum is closed today, so the place is empty. It's even more like walking into a trap. You placed people at all the exits, I hope. Yes, sir. Well done. Cornering him here before Goldseyes got moving was very good. Don't give him the time to catch his breath. Storm the place immediately and capture him. Please wait. Going in with a large number of men at once is not a good idea. Send in a succession of small teams to search for him. I guess this is where you actually kind of do really see the irrational sense of Lee's character. Like, it's kind of going full head first into this whole entire thing because he actually wants to be first. It's a very kind of interesting kind of time for his character. I believe I actually kind of said it in the anime. I believe it's episode 21. This is when he actually kind of does in theory become irrational and actually kind of just he wants to get Ash no matter what, and actually by that he kind of just goes a little bit not very good when it comes to getting people out and people in. I guess you could say. It's a very interesting kind of point for his character as well, I guess. It's a huge museum. There is no shortage of places for him to hide, and the ambush is one of his favourite tactics. Fine, send him a team of 4. Yes, sir. Electrical system seems to be cut. We can't turn on the lights. There must be a generator. Can't you switch to the museum's backup system? It's too dangerous in the dark. We'll look for it. Ash seems to be a few steps ahead of us. Raising the white flag already? We haven't even started the first round. It's taken too long. Something's happened, I'm sure of it. We didn't hear any gunfire or anything. Hey, one of them's coming out. What's the matter? Huh? Ugh! God! Ugh! Watch out! Oh, you're right, sir. See? It's a very interesting kind of point for these characters. Well, this is one of my favorite points of his character, because he actually doesn't really show that he kind of rushes in without actually kind of thinking about it. It's a very kind of it's a very good juxtaposition between what Ash is doing in comparison to what he's doing, because Ash is actually kind of calculating his moves, actually not actually kind of taking them out in succession, kind of like Batman in a way. Well, Lee's kind of going, look, send in everyone, and then possibly at that point he actually can in theory be defeated because he'll be outnumbered and actually kind of overwhelmed. When in fact we know that actually won't be the case. Even Blanca knows that. Blanca's like, bro, that's not a good idea. I actually kind of like that because it's again, all the events in this whole entire manga always have that kind of dichotomy or juxtaposition between the characters. One character's doing one thing, while the other character's doing a complete polar opposite. And I always kind of find that interesting. It's not a new thing, but to actually kind of see it in this manga, actually kind of see it from the way the characters are structured, it's a very interesting kind of point. Oh, you're right, sir. What exactly is Ash trying to do? Why did he hold himself up in there like this? He's trying to buy time. He's focusing the enemy's attention entirely on himself to give his friends who are trapped underground a chance to escape. Eiji Okamura, that fool, means so much to him? You haven't found him yet? What in blazes are you doing? I'm very sorry, monsieur. He seems to have slipped away. Any word from Li Yut-lung? Yes, sir. They're still searching for him also. Still in the place en masse and capture him. I don't care how badly you injure him. Just get him. Just a moment, Lord Yut-lung. This is extremely dangerous. There's a good chance that the casualties will be on our side, not his. Ash is used to fighting in the dark. Monsieur Gelzan had him trained by others beside myself, and those include military strategists and special forces commanders. Having us storm the place is exactly what he's waiting for. Then what do you suggest we do? We play a game, sir. Either we capture his friends first, or he loses his patience and comes bursting out of there. I don't have time to wait, Blanca. Gelzan will sniff him out of here soon enough. Our prey might be snatched from under our noses. We have to get Ash before Gelzan does, no matter what. We're storming the place. Order all of our men to go in immediately. Lord Yut-lung. Alright, we've got a green flag. We're going in. Roger. Damn it. How are we going to find him in here? Teams 2 and 3, search next room. Such a bad idea. This is such a bad idea. So, bro, just don't do this. Just don't. Jeez, you scared me. You scared me, big fella. Ugh, what was that? Holy crap! Damn it, he's close by. Watch out! But it doesn't feel like there's anyone in here. Gah! Ah, bastard! Hang on, look around first. Ah! Ah! See? Goddamn Rambo, goddamn Batman mixed into one person. It's kind of scary. Gunfire? It sounds like they've played straight into Ash's hands. But I hear shots because it's finally coming down. Okay, brothers, you'll know the game plan. Let's move. We're going in there. Oh, we're going in there. Gotcha. Technically speaking, when you think about it, both Rambo and Batman, technically in some class they actually have died also, practically speaking. So there's also that. They actually have more in common with Ash than you actually would imagine, because in one of the alternate cuts of the original movie, Rambo dies in the first movie. Batman, I swear, dies at some point in one of the, or was feared dead in one of the comic book series. His back broken, I know that for a fact, but I can't remember if he actually does in very die somewhere. Oh god. Oh! Painter's hands? They're panicking. The darkness and the exhibits have made him jumpy. Now I see why he chose the Museum of Natural History. Lord Ute Long, I'm getting a very bad feeling about this. Make sure you stay close to my side. Master Ute Long, word in from our underground units. They've located Ash's friends. Perfect! What's up, Singh? I heard gunshots. What? Me too. AG, run! That was Bones! Bones! Kong! Holy... Ah! Bones! Kong! Alex, you are okay! Singh, stay back! These guys aren't Goldzine's Goombas. Ah! They're Chinese, like me and my guys. Tell the underground units that under no circumstances are they to kill Ajo Komura or Sing So Ling either. I want as many as possible as these renegades captured alive. Master Ute Long, we've lost contact with our men inside the museum. What did you say? What's the meaning of this? I don't know, but we keep trying to reach them and are getting no response. Send in the next group right away. Sir, but all of our men. Just do as you're told. Gather more forces, call everyone we have, now. I'm beginning to understand why that Dino Goldzine is so fixated on him. Go ahead, Ash. Kill as many of my men as you want. I'll just keep sending in more. Wait, there's blood on the floor. Be very, very careful. The kid's brutal. Ugh, Johnny! Sons of bitches. There's too many of them, Sing. They're gonna wipe us out. God damn it. Head back, we gotta get out of here. Freeze! Put down your weapons or you're dead. You guys, you're Lee Ute Long's lackeys, aren't you? How low can you get, killing your own people? You're a bunch of goddamn dogs. Shut your hole, you friggin' traitor. Ugh. Run for it, Sing. Damn it, you'll pay for that. Don't kill him or our orders were to take them alive. Get up. Up against the wall, all of you. You guys get your asses downstream and look for Sing So Ling. You that Ajo Komura? You're coming with us. Master Ute Long can't wait to lay eyes on you. What was that, sir? Some very welcome news. They've captured Ajo Komura. What? And Ash's buddies as well. The only snag is that they let Sing get away. But no matter, this time Ash is finally finished. Ugh. Come through for me, Kane. Lord Ute Long, it's too dangerous for you to stay outside. Please get in the car. I'll be fine. I want to be on hand to welcome young AG. Huh? Watch out! Get Master Ute Long behind a pillar. Blanca! Stay there, sir. Don't move. Do not move. Ugh. Who are these people? I think they're Kane Bloods guys. A group called Black Sabbath. They control Harlem. Harlem? But that's a black area. Huh? Ash, how did you... I had to tear you apart with my bare hands, but right now I've got other priorities. Get up! Stop right there! Oh god. Ash! Weapons on the ground, all of you. Huh? I'll pull the trigger before I say that again. You'll stand in one row, move it. Master Ute Long. Whoa! Huh? Alex, you okay? Oh, Alex, you okay? Ow! Hey, watch it! Ow! AG. Boss! Sheesh, talk about some badass timing. Now what, Ash? This really jams up the works. Kane, get out of here. Huh? Now, go to the rat's nest. Alright. Yo, let's beat it. Don't move. The rest of you stay where you are. Move. Blanca. If you're feeling like sorry. If you're feeling like negotiating, I'll be in the Hall of Ocean Life. Damn it. Kid thinks he can call the shots. This Hall of Ocean Life, where is it? Mr. Blanca, you don't plan on going in there. What choice do I have? Lord Ute Long's life is under threat. But we have hostages too. We can do a trade. A bunch of worthless street punks for the leading scion of the league conglomerate? Hardly. At any rate, please leave this to me. I swear to you that I will bring Lord Yutlong out safely. You are coming with me, young AG. Is your wound fully healed? I'm very sorry about that. Oh. That time that was you? No gigs as a cocktail waiter tonight. The reason Ash was acting so strange was all because of this guy. Ash knows him. This must be it. That must be it. Where is that Hall of Ocean Life? Wow. I love this in the actual anime because when Ash throws Lee down to Blanca, he kind of just leaves him on the floor. It's the funniest thing ever. Like I swear the manga actually doesn't really grab him because I've seen people do a side by side comparison of it, but in the anime he just leaves him on the floor, like just go like that. I was like, that's the greatest thing ever. Oh, it was so funny. I was like, yes, boy. Not much life here, ocean or otherwise. It's a graveyard. I'm doing everything you taught me, see? I'm doing everything you taught me, see? Rules for surprise attacks. Use your knowledge of the territory. Always attack from the enemy's blind side. In close combat, the most effective way of killing the enemy is severing a carotid artery or the spinal cord at the base of the head, correct? How'd you get outside? You got the better of me there. I told you, knowledge of the territory. We know this part of town inside out, down to the routes the rats use. So what are your conditions? All of the hostages for this little prick. Well, Ash, that's a pretty tall order. Huh? You think so? Able to protect his client's life? It's a pretty big blemish on your so far perfect resume. You better think again. If you kill me, your body's a history. Can it? I'll strangle you with your own guts, asshole. Lay one finger on of any of my buddies, and I'll make your death worthy of Fangoria. I believe Fangoria is actually a horror magazine from the 80s. It's still going, I believe, if I remember correctly. I might be wrong. I swear Fangoria is actually a magazine. I know how to inflict lethal damage to every vital spot on the human body. I also know how to inflict prolonged maximum agony without causing death. It's all the stuff you taught me. Very well. I accept your conditions. Padino, we've located the Chinese. They're in front of the Natural History Museum. A Natural History Museum? And what about Ash? He seems to have vanished. Bring a car around. We may have been outflanked by Li Yutlong. Now, how do we effect this trade? I let him go the moment you let them go. Can I trust you? I could ask you the same question. Point taken. We'll release them on the count of 3 then. Alex, the rat's nest. Huh? Got it, boss. Okay, AG. Run like hell. 1, 2, 3, go! Here! Ooh. So he grabs him in the actual manga, but in the actual anime he doesn't grab him at all. It's actually kind of funny. I'm not sure it's actually an oversight by them or not. It's actually a lot better, I think, to be honest. It's a lot funnier. Boss, come on, move. Phew, man, you'll stink. Where's Ash? Ash ain't with you? I'm right here. They get you, man? They get you, my man? Sorta. We don't have the time to fart around. Let's get our asses out of here. Master Yutlong, are you alright, sir? Bring the car over here. Are you alright, sir? What about you? That wound in your arm is of no concern. Monsieur, I have heard about your ordeal. Thank goodness you're safe. I am most mortified. If only you had informed me, Monsieur Yutlong. I would have been very happy to offer you my assistance. What a pity. Monsieur, my deepest apologies. I was simply a little over-eager. I wanted to capture Ash and present him to you. Instead, look at what I've done. We are dealing with a violent, savage beast. No quarry to be subdued by a cultured gentleman like yourself, I'm afraid. From now on, I request that you leave him to us. I trust that you agree. Well, then, if you will pardon me, have you been injured? Bitten by a savage beast. I wish you a quick recovery. Thank you, sir. We are leaving. Yes, sir. Take away the bodies and clean up any traces of what happened. Yes, sir. I'm very sorry, sir. You have no need to apologize. All this means is that Ash has an advantage over us downtown. He appears to be more fully at home in this city than I expected. He's using it as his field operations quite masterfully. You seem rather happy about that, Blanca. Happy? Not in the least. Good. Let's release the scorpion to his garden. Huh? Just an old Chinese expression. Just you wait, Ash. I'll get you back for this time. I promise. Huh? Ow. Sorry. What is it, the refugee camp? You up already? Yeah. Sorry if I woke you. There. Sorry if I woke you, Kane. You ought to be in bed, dude. I'm not an invalid. Well, now I guess you ain't. I beg your pardon, but that kid AG, he ain't one of your boys. Don't be getting too tight with the dude. Because if you're looking out for him all the time, it could cost you your life, man. Someone already told me that once. Huh? Go back to sleep, Kane. What's up? Ash, you're awake already? So are you. Hey, you did this right. The bandage on my shoulder. You don't remember? Sure I do, because it hurt like hell. Oh yeah, what's that in your hand? Oh, this? It's from the temple in Japan. My sister gave it to me when I left. It says good marriage. It's for finding a wife, not safety. Not safety. What was she thinking? You miss Japan. To be honest, a little. I wonder if my parents are okay and how my sister is doing. Stuff like that. That tall man with black hair, ponytail. You know him, don't you? Because of him that you went away that time, isn't it? Who is he? He didn't seem like such a bad person. The guy's a professional assassin. He kills people for a living. Didn't seem like a bad person. I wonder what he'd say if he heard that. And he's the one who taught me how to kill people. He was my tutor for 2 years. Back when I was at Goldsigns. Oh, I didn't know that. And now he's working for Yalsi. Huh? Hey, Sing! Whoa, Sing! He gonna be okay? Yeah, he'll be fine. He swallowed a lot of water, but other than that, it's nothing serious. Ugh. Hey, man, oh, there we go. That's the camera turning off. It's gonna turn back on. There we go. It turns off every 20 minutes, I think. Every 28 minutes, it turns off. I have no idea why. I've turned off the ability to actually turn off, so I'm guessing it's just an internal thing it does. How'd he make it here in that shape? Where's my buddies? Yo, dude, don't be getting up yet, man. What happened to my guys? Alex, weren't they with you? They got taken someplace else, Sing. They got put in a different car from us. Where'd they take them? I don't know, man. All I know is they went someplace else. Holy crap. What are you doing, Sing? I gotta go back to Chinatown. You crazy or something? You go back there, you're dead. If I don't go back there, all my buddies are dead. Yalsi's gonna torture them one by one until I turn my skinny ass in. Just calm down, Sing. If you go back there now, he'll just kill you along with the rest of them. Same difference. You can say that. You can say that because it ain't your buddies that are gonna be skinned alive. If you were me, you'll do the same thing. I just said calm down, Sing. I'll help you out, but first you need to chill. What? You haven't helped me out a lot of times? Now just get some rest. Why don't you play nurse for him, AG? You're good at it. I know. I get lots of practice. You're so adorable, my son. Ash, you gotta save my buddies. I got them into this thing. They trusted me, and now I know. We'll take care of it. This is one hairy situation, man. We're already up against the Corsicans, and now the Chinese too. You think they're even alive? Way I heard it, those Chinese don't waste no time wasting double crosses. Chop chop, man. But we can't just leave them there to it either. How long was it? Looks like some silky Miss Orient, but she's one bad mofo. You and him be two of a kind. Got nothing to say to that? I should have killed him when I had the chance. Ha! How fortunate that you should be. How fortunate that you should have been. How fortunate you should have been among the hostages. Allow Yuan Tai. Close friends and right-hand man of the late Shorter Wong. And now Sing Serling's most trusted confidant. I know everything about you, Lao. For example, your hostility toward the person who killed Shorter. You harbour a grudge against Ash, don't you? So it angers you that Sing looks up to him and that he made you help him rescue Shorter's killer. Isn't that right? Shut up. You want to know what really pisses me off? It's you, doing whatever the hell you want just because your brother's gone soft in the head. I see. You're a hot-blooded one, Lao. Not of leadership caliber after all. Unlike your younger brother. Blanca, you remember Sing Serling? You ever liked him? Well, this fellow Lao here is Sing's half-brother. What? Lao's deceased mother was the elder sister of Sing's mother. It's quite common in our community. We treasure blood ties above all else, you see. So the two of them are brothers and also cousins. If we use him as bait, we can catch Sing in no time. Don't do it. Just leave Sing the hell alone. Just leave Sing the hell alone. You brothers seem to have great affection for each other. How different from my family. You don't want to save your brother's life. Oh, don't you want to save your brother's life? Wow. This is how the Japanese make congee? It's pretty good, isn't it? You like it? You like? Good, right? Well, sorta, I guess. Tastes interesting. Don't get mad, AG. I didn't actually say it was gross. Can't expect white people to appreciate real food. Just give them some ketchup and vitamins. That's the kind of crap they eat. Oh yeah? Screw you. What's wrong with ketchup and anyhow? The congee's good. I like it this way with green onions and dried bonito flakes. What's up with the computer, Ash? Can't you tell what this is? Hey, that's a map of Chinatown. It even shows the little alleys only us locals know about. I input all the real estate holdings and of the lease syndicate, as well as all of the companies they own and all the properties those companies own. Listen, Sing, you're all we've got to go on. No matter how much data I have here, when it comes down to it, we don't have any inside dope on Chinatown. You spent time around YLC, you know where he goes and how he thinks. If he wanted to stash hostages somewhere, where would that be? I'll teach you how to use this, so try to figure it out. Your buddy's lies on the line. Think hard. I will. You want to cancel our contract? Yes. Are you serious about this, Blanca? I believe that with my injured arm, I'm incapable of fulfilling my obligations. Well, the answer is no. Have you lost your nerve, Blanca? Or are you simply unwilling to make the enemy of Ash? Yes, sir, I am. It is extremely difficult to fight someone you know through and through. I would like to avoid conflict with him if at all possible. Is it all it is? Or do you want to avoid fighting him for more personal reasons? Perhaps I do. You're very honest today. My answer is still no. How else are you going to make up for letting me fall into my enemy's hands? Our contract remains in force, understood? Understood, sir. May I ask you just one question? What? That youth you say is Sing's brother. What do you intend to make him do? Why do you want to know? Kinship ties have caused you more suffering than anything else, and now you're using such ties to coerce someone? Blanca! It's none of your business. Your business is to protect me, period. I spoke out of turn, sir. Please forget what I said. Phew, Sing, why don't you take a rest? Computer screens make your eyes very tired. Ain't got time to rest. Those leads are a bunch of cruel, heartless sons of bitches. YLC wouldn't just kill my body straight and simple. He'll take his time torturing them, make them die real slow, so nobody ever crosses him again. What would he do to make sure nobody hears them screaming? You know any place he could kill them slowly without anyone seeing? Some place that would also muffle screams and gunshots? Oh. The tent factory. It's a factory over here that's owned by the Leeds. It makes canvas tents. And it's got a whole bunch of sewing machines going all day. They make a ton of noise. This place here, I'm pretty sure it had a basement, storeroom. This, huh? That would be the perfect setup. That's Hong Zeming, one of Yalci's top aides. That's definitely him. So that's the play. It's talking about pain in the ass. It's smack in the middle of Chinatown. There's a passage under the Chang Dai we could use. We could get to the storeroom from their cellar. If we are Shorter's sister, the Chang Dai. You mean that joint run by Shorter Wong's fault? Shorter's what? Ah, Shorter Wong's folk. Ah, the folks gets me. Run by Shorter Wong's folks. There we go. He was your old boss, right? Yeah. If we ask Nadia. Hurry. Sing, what have you done? People working for the Lees have been looking for you everywhere. What on earth is going on? Cousin Nadia, come on, Sing, we don't have much time. Ash, please don't involve Sing in whatever it is you're doing. Don't let what happened to my brother happen to you too. Happen to him too. You got it all wrong, Nadia. Ash isn't involving me. I'm involving him. He's helping me out. My buddy's got taken prisoner by Yut Lung. They might have been killed. What? Nadia, one day I'll tell you what happened. Rather Shorter, he really loved you. I thought of you as another brother myself. I have faith in you, Ash. Be careful. This way. Where's all that steam coming from? Ah, it smells kind of funky. The tofu factory back there. This whole area is connected by underground passages. Okay, this is it. The tent factory on the other side of this door. Right, now listen to me. We'll take over now. You're late, we need a break. Send word upstairs. Ugh. Gah. Lau, get back, you stupid idiot. Ugh. Lau, are you alright? It's me, Sing. Sing, that you? Lau, we'll get him later. First, how about the ones who can walk? Hey, let's get out of here before more of them arrive. What's up, Ash? Nothing. Hurry up, Alex. Was anyone behind us on our way here? Wasn't nobody behind us, boss. It's cool. Nobody came out from the tofu factory? Nope, nobody. How come? What's the matter, boss? Nothing. Guess it's okay then. Let's go. Any comments, Colonel Fox? I now understand very well what you meant, Monsieur. Your son and heir is indeed very impressive. On the basis of the shooting skills and command abilities he's just displayed, it's hard to believe he's still in his teens. Well, I did invest considerable resources in him. So, Colonel, what is your answer? Before I respond to that, Monsieur, there is something I would like to confirm. Your son is no ordinary youth. To what extent are you prepared to let me go? Just make sure he's got his head left. So long as his brain still functions, I don't care what else you do to him. I am most gratified to hear that. May I take that to mean you accept? Yes, Monsieur, I accept. I'll see to it that your son is delivered to you. Oh no, it's the boy himself. It's the boy himself. Huh? Whoa, don't shoot your old dad. Max, I thought you might be back. How's AG? He okay? Yeah. So I guess that floppy and management were good for something. Means I didn't get my ass fired in vain. Max, hold the thought. Look, I wasn't stalking this place out so I could come give you a hard time. I'm your dad after all, sort of anyway. I like to think I know my son. I gotta say though, I was kind of surprised that time I saw you all spiffed out in a tux, getting into a limo with old Goldzine. But you thought I sold myself to him. Like hell. I told you, I think I know my son better than that. You've been watching this place all this time? I rented the apartment next door, not out of my own pocket, of course. It was on Newsweek's dime. Huh? The chief editor there is kind of like me. He doesn't give up so easily. So okay, we got punched in the nose on this story, but we ain't been KO'd yet. Listen, this isn't about calling in any favors, okay? But I really want your help. My help? This one here and this, and this, and this mansion in New Jersey. I guess that about covers yeah. I guess that about covers it for the ones I know about. Sheesh. This Yao dude is one rich son of a bitch. He visits his apartment on the Upper East Side at least once or twice a week. That's where his brother lives, the only one he's got left. Li Hualong. He's a new head honcho of the Li Syndicate, on paper anyway. On paper? What the hell is that supposed to mean? Well, what it means is Li Long eliminated all his other brothers in Hong Kong and New York and made Hualong the fall guy. And he gave Hualong a poison that turned him into a zombie and installed him in the Syndicate's top post as his puppet. What's up? What's with the suit? You're looking for a job on Wall Street? Heading back to my old apartment. Hey Kane, tell you guys to ease up a little, will you? I got held up 3 times on my way here. You've got yourself dressed up like that. You're asking to be held up. Yeah, well, go around that part of town in beat up jeans and torn shirt, and you'll be asking to be held up by security. Ash, thanks for helping me out, for getting my buddies out. How they doing? They look pretty bad. Yeah, but I think they'll be okay. They're a tough bunch. Don't tell them about you know what I mean. Okay. Can I ask you something? Did Shorter get turned into a zombie too, like Hualong? I killed him before he did. Hey Ash, where did you go? You look like a businessman. Wow, I can't go up against Ash. Shorter, what the hell am I supposed to do? See, that was the kind of that's the start of Sing's character. It's a shadow that he actually lives in. He doesn't know what to do. Though in the grand scheme of things with Sing's character, it very much makes sense because how old is Sing in the how old is Sing? How old is Sing in comparison? He's 14. Ash is 18, so technically Sing is 14 years old. He's 4 years younger than Ash. It doesn't really make sense why he's constantly asking what would he do, because he's at a tender age. He isn't kind of made to the same degree as Ash is. He isn't like kind of like, oh boy, I'm gonna go straight in there, kill a bunch of people, walk out. He's not like that at all. He kind of does exhibit those kind of traits, but he's kind of very more like he's a reserved kind of human being. He doesn't really know the ropes, so to speak. So anything that actually doesn't really happen to him is kind of like, what am I supposed to do here? I'm kind of out my limit here. It's very interesting. That place is owned by a Mexican named Frank Sanchez, also known as Frog. He lives in the apartment house in the same building. Huh, not exactly counting pennies, I guess. He owns another gay bar besides this one and takes turns showing up to both. Frog used to round up kids for goal zone with the late unlamented Bill Garvey. All the perverts who came shopping for boys at Club Cod, Goal Zone's exclusive little paedophile club, were rich and well connected. There were more than a few heavyweight politicians like Kippard and tycoons and other big shots as well. And every single one of them got secretly photographed in flagrante. Of course, Goal Zone would never use those pictures to blackmail them. They were just insurance policies. But Garvey and Frog thought it was a shame to have such a rich source of income go untapped. Exactly. They'll go after plush bastards with plush bastards with reputation to save. Obviously, if Goal Zone found out about it, he wasn't going to let it slide. So when Garvey died, I bet you Frog cracked his bowls empty straight into his pants. Come on, don't just stand there. It's all men. What do you expect? It's a gay bar. Here, put your arm around me. We're a couple, remember? Stop being such a wuss. You're the one who came up with this idea. To whiskey sours. Okay. So you got your butt stroked, big deal. I've had guys shove me into alleys and stick their hands down my pants just walking down the street. Believe me, I know how women feel. Yeah, so do I. Sure you can make sure can make you tense being eyed as a sex object. I think I need to use the men's room. Watch out, it's a real that's where all the real action is in this joint. You alone? I'd like to buy you a drink. Sorry, but sorry, but with somebody. You are? Who? Hey, I'm back. I'll be on my way. What did he want? To pick me up? Pick you up? You already got a man, you floozy. That's him. The fat dude with the beard, that's Frog. Looks more like a bullfrog though. We're going. Who are you? This floor is off limits. This floor is off limits. Private. A private studio, right? Well, I haven't been paid for my work here yet, Froggy. Ash, I thought you were dead. That's right, and I'm back from hell to collect. Where are all those souvenir photos you've been using to score your extra funds? I don't got them no more. I dumped the whole stash when Garvey kicked the bucket. Got rid of yours too at the same time. Don't lie to me, Frog. You're splashing it around, aren't you? Living it up, eh? This place used to be a crappy little warehouse, and now look at it. You got it all fixed up real nice. There's no way you'll just give up a lucrative trade like that. Not when it so perfectly combines business with pleasure. You scumbags used to laugh your heads off while you raped us. If a kid started crying, that made it even better. I can still hear it in my head, the sound of the camera. Click, 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 click. Don't shoot me. Ash, stop. If you don't want to be shot dead right now, give me those goddamn pictures. Oh, a hidden room. That's the whole file. That's all I got. Yours in there too. Please, Ash, just don't tell Girlzone about this. I'm sorry, I swear to God I ain't been doing that kind of stuff no more. If Girlzone finds out, then I'm a dead man. The same goes for me, Froggy, so relax. Dead men don't talk. Damn it. That you? Okay, it's me. Listen, something's come up. I've got to leave the town for a while. Yeah, that's right. I'll get in touch in a couple of days. Were you on your way out, Mr. Sanchez? Who the hell are you? The handsome young visitor you just had. What did you and he talk about? This makes me want to puke, twisted sons of bitches. Sorry about that, Pops. If you hadn't stopped me, I would have killed him before we got those pictures. That's okay. I'm sorry I put you through that. Thank you, Ash. I promise we'll do our very best to respect the privacy of these boys. Use the pictures of me. I'm supposed to be dead. Dead people don't have any privacy to protect, or any sense of shame. Just having it get out that notorious mass murderer. Just having it get out that the notorious mass murderer Ash Lynx used to work for him as a child prostitute ought to be a huge enough scandal by itself. Max. It's over now. Just forget about it. Sorry, I guess I can't really tell you to do that. If you could forget it, you would have done a long time ago. What I mean was, you don't need to be weighed down by this kind of stuff anymore. It's nothing for you to be ashamed of. And there we go. That's volume 15. So yeah, we're kind of getting to like the very like end really now. I believe this actually kind of highlights a lot about how Max is as a character as well, because Max doesn't really know Ash very well. He would very much like Ash to kind of just be like, look, don't worry about it. It's in the past. You're kind of building your own future now, so you don't have to ever think about it ever again. And for that reason, I always kind of think Max is one of the best characters in the actual manga in history, because he knows exactly how to actually kind of handle the situation. In this situation, he actually just basically said, look, don't worry about it. You don't have to think about it anymore. I understand that no one ever can in theory forget about this, but just don't be weighed down by it. Just continue your life and actually kind of build that life you want. It's kind of a really nice moment for Ash's character, because he's actually basically said, look, you don't have to have that weight on you anymore. It's gone. Just don't think. I know you won't stop thinking about it, but you can in theory try to get away from it. And for that reason, I always kind of believe that Max is his amazing character. He actually is his dad in a way. it's one of those things that you kind of do for understand the beauty of his characters. It's kind of one of those things that you understand the relationship between them. It's very much a father-son relationship, but in kind of the most purest sense. It's not a kind of conventional father-son relationship. It's actually more in a kind of pure, kind of really nice, actually kind of like homely kind of feeling. You actually do for understand, actually kind of feel that sense of family in him. It's really nice. That's why I always kind of respected Max's character so goddamn much, because he grows as a person as time goes on. You can see how much Ash actually influences his character. And yeah, I mean, one of the other major things is that you actually see the dichotomy between Ash and Lee play out in succession, basically, because this volume actually really didn't really go deeper into this whole entire concept of how you actually do and see Lee's character versus Ash's character. Lee's character is very much in the vein of a person who doesn't kind of think straight when stuff like this happens. He's very irrational in certain aspects because he just doesn't want to be like second best, which is actually kind of like, I guess is a part of how he lived in a way. He doesn't want to actually kind of be in the shadows anymore. So in this opportunity he actually had to actually take down Ash, he actually took his opportunity to actually kind of do it, but in doing so is actually his undoing. And I actually kind of find it very interesting because one was actually kind of very much planning out the situation, that being Ash, while the other actually was kind of diving headfirst into the whole entire thing, not really thinking straight, and it led to actually more casualties, and also then him being kind of taken out the whole entire thing. And I kind of believe it's actually a very interesting use of how these characters are both very much the same in some aspects, and very much different in others. Because this whole entire manga makes you believe that they're very much the same character. It's actually kind of very much shown that these characters are exactly the same, but in theory, are they? Are they the same character? I don't think so. They're very much different. I actually always kind of find that quite interesting to actually kind of see it all play out in these volumes, because it's one of those things that you see it firsthand rather than it being spoken to. It's spoken to you afterwards about how these characters are very different, but at the same time, it's actually kind of like, well, you actually seeing it firsthand. You actually think it firsthand how these characters are different. I always can believe actions speak louder than words in a way, and actually it's kind of shown here. And I also kind of do in this very actually I kind of enjoy what they're doing with Blanca's character as well. Blanca's character is very interesting because Blanca's cut to the point that he can't face Ash because he understands how much of a beast he actually is, and in doing so, there's probably more reasons to why he doesn't want to do it. But there's also the other reason. I don't think he creates a monster basically. Though we actually kind of fully understand that Dino created the monster as well, but in very Blanca actually taught him a lot of things, so technically speaking, he created this monster he actually cannot defeat. So he's basically saying, I want to wipe my hands of this whole entire thing, just leave. It's actually kind of a very cowardly thing to do when you think about it, because it's one of those things that he can't face the responsibility of what he's done, versus other characters who've taken on responsibility but aren't actually facing down in the face of adversity in some aspects. It's a very interesting kind of juxtaposition between him and other characters as well, like how he's basically just kind of wants to give up. He doesn't want to think about it. He's just like, I'm out of here. I can't do this contract anymore. It's a very interesting use of the juxtaposition between him and other characters. I actually kind of like that aspect about him because he is a very flawed human being. He isn't a very kind of he isn't what you expect to actually be an assassin. Assassin has no human ties to anything. One of the first things you actually get towards an assassin is not to grow human emotion towards anyone or anything. And technically speaking, he's kind of broke the code straight away. It's actually a very interesting kind of idea they're actually trying to go for him. Like how he's trying to be human, but in doing so, it's actually it's demonizing a lot more in a way, because it's more cowardice than anything else. And then you actually have Sing's character. Sing's character actually is also very interesting, because Sing's character is very much a character who's been thrown into this whole entire thing. In essence, kind of being stuck in he's stuck in this whole entire world. He knows certain bits of, but not the whole entire thing of it. And I kind of like that, because it's one of those things that he's, again, living in the shadow of Shorter versus living in the shadow of also of Ash as well. Like how Ash is actually able to command people to actually do everything, actually kind of possibly limit all casualties as well, and actually live to see the next day. In Sing's case, he knows how to lead, but it doesn't really lead to his men getting captured. Granted, sometimes you actually can really argue that he can't actually figure out that stuff like this can actually happen, but it's one of those things that he actually doesn't know what to do. But it's not as if he doesn't know what to do because he doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know what to do because he's at an age and actually been thrown into the whole entire thing. He's a very small boy, and he actually has to he's not had the time to actually kind of grow into this whole entire world, so to speak, as a leader. It's a very interesting use of his whole entire character. How he says that Shorter, what would you do in a situation? It's actually kind of true. What would Shorter do? He doesn't know what to do because he just isn't inexperienced in this whole entire field. They kind of find it interesting because he actually has to rise up above the ranks actually kind of go forward and actually kind of grow better because of it. He actually just can't half-ass anything because he actually has a lot more running on his head than anyone else in this whole entire manga in some ways. So in that way, I actually kind of do find his character very interesting. But yeah, I mean, we're kind of getting to the meat and potatoes this whole entire manga once again. So I do actually look forward to volume 16 because it's actually probably one of the ones that doesn't really delve a lot more into how these characters are very different versus how the events are going to play out. So yeah, if you have enjoyed this whole entire as a whole on Twitch, then do leave a follow on Twitch because indeed it's been quite a bit. If you have enjoyed what I do here on YouTube, make sure to leave a like. Yeah. If you have enjoyed what I do here on YouTube, make sure to leave a... If you have enjoyed what I do here on YouTube, then do free leave a like on YouTube. If you have enjoyed what I do here, and do free leave a sub on YouTube because indeed it's been quite a bit. If you have enjoyed what I do here on YouTube, actually a bit longer, then do indeed a follow on Twitter or join my Discord as well. Both will tell you when these streams are live, streams I do as well. But until next time, some more Banana Fish. See you guys later. Bye for now.